Hello guys! Good morning, afternoon, evening everyone! Hi, my name is Mary and welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing great, are doing awesome. If not, I hope this movie review will make you feel a little bit better. Just a smidge better. And I hope after this video ends, you probably can fangirl together with me in the comments down below, because fangirling is always cute. No, fangirl is always nice. Why did I say cute? Sometimes fangirling isn't cute. I should know. I've seen myself fangirling really hard. So yes! Before we begin, as always, don't forget to click that bell button besides my subscribe button if you haven't, so you'll be notified if I upload something new. Now today, I will be doing a movie review about Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. I hope I get the title right. While I was writing the layout for this video, I was having trouble deciding the awesomeness of Shang-Chi. Visually, it looks amazing with beautiful effects, witty comedy, and upbeat fighting scene. However, I cannot make up my mind on what's so special about it. But after rethinking it over and over, I think I know what makes Shang-Chi exceptionally special for me. Before we start on that, let me tell you a short synopsis just to refresh your memory. Shang-Chi tells a story about a man who can achieve so much if he wants to, but he decides to work as a valet with his best friend Katie because of his fear towards his father, who happened to be an immortal being and also in possession of 10 powerful rings. His life was fine and dandy until his father's people fought him and eventually target his sister, Shelly, as well. Soon enough, the past caught up with them, and Shang-Chi must decide whether he wants to submit to his destiny or listen to his callings and defy his father's order. So that's about it for the synopsis. Don't bother to continue if you haven't seen the movie, because there'll be a lot, and I mean a lot of spoilers. Okay, it's been a while since I do this full-on fangirl, crazy, marvelous, complete movie review. I might have forgotten how this works, so but let's just try, shall we? The first thing that caught my attention, the action sequences. It might be choppy and fast, but I believe the director meant it to be that way. It's supposed to be eye-catching, gripping, making you hold your breath, and it does its job. So for me, no complaints on that one. My favorite should be the bus scene, and when Shang-Chi has to fight the ninja who trained him on the top of the unfinished building. For those of you who don't know who that ninja is, don't worry, I believe you're not alone. I don't remember his name being mentioned in the film, so I did my own little research. He was called Death Dealer, and his real name is Li Chenglin. His original background story was different from the one here in this MCU, but he's still deadly nonetheless. That part doesn't change. Kinda surprised when he died though. For someone who trained Shang-Chi to the person that he was, I thought he would last longer, at least appearing in another movie, much like Crossbows, before his untimely death. Oh well. As for the culture, the Asian culture depicted in this movie, I cannot say much, even though I am part Chinese. I can confirm whether the culture we saw here is an accurate depiction or not. It's different with Raya and Last Dragon. I can actually see some of my Southeast Asian culture being represented in a very big way. However, I do see some similar things that makes me feel at home. You know, almost the same with my own Asian-y life. I hope that's not racist. Well, it's not. I mean, I'm Asian. Why am I worried? I don't know. For example, when Wenwu talk about the importance of a name, even though I have an Indonesian name, which is Mira, as you can see, or here, or just no, I also have a Chinese name. Much like Katie when she announced her name, her Chinese name as Riwen, if I'm not mistaken. And also when Shang-Chi's mother talked about how he is the product of both mom and dad, both mother and father, both good and bad. It connects with me on a deeper level. The same when Wenwu said his famous words that I believe repeated more than once. A blood debt has to be paid by blood. I wish I could say it in Chinese because it sounds more beautiful. And apparently for people who speak Chinese or Mandarin, I think those two are the same thing. The dialogues, the Chinese/Mandarin dialogue sounds so much better and richer. It has a richer meaning than the general translation that we saw. And I think that is a plus point for any movie to be able to do that. I will link the article that is talking about this down below, so you guys can also know what is so pretty about the language spoken in Shang-Chi. But despite all of the good things I experienced while watching, I do have some concern. The first one being Katie. Not her as a character. Even though she was an original character, much like Darcy Lewis from Thor, I can see a bright future ahead for her. She was played by Awkwafina, who actually made a name for herself through various things, including music. I believe she's also quote-unquote a rapper. I never hear her rap, but I do know that she's a rapper. She also has her own series and she played multiple characters in Hollywood. I have no problem with her in general whatsoever, but I do feel that she could be funnier than what it showed in this movie. Awkwafina legit has a funny bone in her, and I feel Katie has more humorous potential that we haven't seen yet in this Shang-Chi movie. Second concern is about Katie's relationship with Shang-Chi. From what I gather, she is his best friend. Okay, that much is clear. However, towards the end, I was questioning whether she could be something more or not. Because if the relationship evolves to a more romantic one, I will definitely vote against it. Because their original relationship is just so much more precious to me. I don't mean to be ungrateful, but when was the last time we saw a genuine boy/girl friendship taking center stage in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Last one I can remember is between Hawkeye and Black Widow, which began with him trying to kill her. So I don't think that's like a very innocent relationship. It's almost like he's her savior and she's been trying to pay him back, which she did, as we all know. But this one, it's so pure, it's so innocent, it's so adorable. Just please, writers, please don't ruin this. I love them as friends so much. Plus, I believe Su Xialing's story arc can be explored further. She is such a badass. I understand why she can't get all of the attention since this movie is supposed to be about Shang-Chi, right? But I do want to see her more the next time she showed up. She got to bring equality to the 10 rings, even though technically they are still a really bad group of people, but she was in charge. I can only imagine what she could do if she has an army rallying behind her in the future. Somehow I'm imagining the endgame fighting, the endgame wars, but just more ninjas than mystic arts masters. And then there's Shang-Chi. His story was touching and the movie set up his story arc rather perfectly for his entrance to the rest of MCU. Simu Liu nailed the part and he's officially my baby now. I knew him from Kim's Convenience and he didn't really catch my eye until the first few episodes. After that, he was just absolutely mind-blowing for me. Maybe because he's handsome, he's funny, or he looks good shirtless.
What happened to your shirt?
I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm sure he will do great things in MCU. And this is just the beginning. Oh yes! Honorable mention to Wong. I love his short appearance so much. Plus, he appears to be fighting yet another iconic Marvel character, the Abomination. If you guys don't know, the same guy appeared in the Hulk, but looking like this. Even though the Incredible Hulk is a part of MCU, I am not sure that this is the same Abomination, which makes the timeline much more interesting. Bottom line, if you are as obsessed as me regarding the Marvel Cinematic Universe, please watch this movie so that we can fangirl together and just jump up and down to the sexiness and feistiness that is Shang-Chi and his best friend Katie. May she always be his best friend. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this movie review, and if you don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. They are all in my description below. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Also, why people say that I look like Awkwafina? What? I mean, I'm flattered, but why? I don't see the resemblance, to be honest. She's like a Hollywood superstar, and I'm just like a little potato. I'm flattered, but I'm also terribly confused.